Hello and welcome back to another episode of Cabin in the Woods. I hope you've got your snacks and your blankies and you're ready. We're just gonna go straight into it. Just going right into it today. Boop. Top 10 crazy scary ghost videos. Okay. Take us home, Noop. Oh wait, my audio is not working. Dirk. Okay, now it should work.
Paranormal enthusiast James White has a very spooky business. He professionally arranges and hosts seances in allegedly haunted and abandoned buildings in Toronto, Canada.
Here we go.
James is hosting a seance at the historic Lampton house with a group of curious participants. The Lampton house is a former inn that was built in 1860, and it is said to be extremely haunted. Now James White and his group are about to witness something absolutely terrifying.
So Norman, someone in this room is trying to harm you? Is it a person? If so, give me a sign. Are they in this room? Is it a male? Oh my God! Do not run behind him.
They hold him back. He like his chair tipped backward.
Why did your chair tip back?
I did not move it.
Oh, something just.
So, you know what's weird about that is that the person who got their chair pulled back is the person who is in front of the doorway. Also, he could be hiring actors for all we know.
Well, yeah.
Keep your hands together. Keep your hands together.
Did we grab him as soon as he fell back?
Do not break. Okay, really?
It did break when he fell though, because he went that far back.
Okay, so did somebody actually pull your chair?
Yeah, like he tipped backwards.
Somebody pulled your chair?
Yes.
While in the middle of a seance, one participant is forcefully yanked backwards out of his chair by an unseen force.
Is it a male?
The door behind me was open, and I had my partner sitting beside me, and we had the door, like the door was open behind us, and we thought we heard something back there, but nothing was there. So we turned, and I looked, and I saw nothing. So I turned my head back towards the group, like the circle, and we're all holding hands. And then all of a sudden, I just felt like this force just come and pull me back, and it was like aggressive,
So he could have gotten hurt.
Like calm, it was aggressive, like it was trying to kill me or something. I don't even know. My feet were like flat on the ground. I wasn't moving. I was holding hands with the people beside me, and it just pulled me. And it like felt like someone was coming up behind me, like standing up behind me as I'm sitting in the chair, and like taking my shoulders and like pulling me towards the mirror. It was crazy.
Fellow participants and eyewitnesses from the seance took to Instagram to share their stories about the incident. One seance witness had this to say about the strange event. I sat across from him when this happened, and it was fantastic to see.
Wow.
Another witness says, I was there. Another epic seance with @JamesWhite Seance. So did James White capture evidence of an unknown entity aggressively grabbing an innocent visitor at the Lampton house? I leave it up to you to decide.
Is it a male?
Good thing he didn't get hurt.
They hold him back.
Scream. YouTube channel D's Dark Adventures says that an anonymous fan emailed her about a very creepy experience he had while driving home late one night. The dash cam video shows the man driving down an isolated country road in the middle of nowhere. Suddenly, he spots something that makes his blood run cold.
Excuse me, you need help? What the?
The driver suddenly spots a woman walking all by herself in the middle of the night. As he gets closer, he is horrified when he sees that the woman is covered in blood. Worried for her safety, he rolls down his window and asks her if she needs help.
help?
After which she lets out a blood-curdling scream.
What the?
So he just
At
drives
this point, the
away?
man notices that the woman appears to have no eyes, only black sockets. Terrified by her reaction and appearance, the driver quickly just gets out of there. He says that he called the police, but they never found this mysterious woman. So just what do you think is...
1. Show the footage of you calling the police and the police actually going there, because I don't believe you. Okay. And 2, it's so freaking fake and staged. It's ridiculous. Another woman in a white dress for ya, Clea.
going on here? And what would you do in this same situation?
What the?
The woman in white. Nuke's Top 5
Oh,
viewer and
God.
paranormal investigator Mark Reyes emailed me about a video that he captured with his family while on a ghost hunt at the Evangelical Spiritual Church in Cicero, Illinois. The church was once used as a funeral home and is said to be extremely haunted. It's the middle of the night and Rick and his family are investigating the church when suddenly their EMF meter detects something that they can't see. What happens next is truly chilling.
Are you afraid?
That room over there is scary. Have you seen it? This one, come here. This one. This is a private office.
So you can't go in there.
No, I'm saying that it's open because we could.
So you can't go in there, mommy. So you can't go in there.
Did you see it? A woman who seems to be wearing a white gown can be seen standing behind the family on the far
It's a
side of the
statue.
church. Ricky says that his daughter felt a presence as she looked back, but that none of them actually saw the mysterious woman at the time.
That looks
It
like a
wasn't until they
statue.
returned home that they discovered what they had captured. So could this eerie figure possibly be the spirit of one of the people who passed through the funeral home? Let me know what you think.
Show it
We
during the
need scary
day.
videos. So if you
So
see
we can
something
see-
that you think would be perfect for the top 5, send it to us at nukestop5@gmail.com. The Burial Mounds. Paranormal investigator Ian from the YouTube channel Midwest Ghost Hunter is back with another investigation. This time at the mysterious Native American burial mounds at the Crow Wing River in Minnesota. Many people claim to have experienced terrifying paranormal activity at the burial mounds. Some have heard the strange sound of phantom drums and disembodied voices, and some visitors even claim that they have seen glowing apparitions at the site. Curious about the claims, Ian decides to do an overnight investigation in the hopes of capturing paranormal evidence. Things quickly take a very creepy turn as Ian
By
searches
himself.
for one of the burial mounds.
He sort of searched for it during the day and marked it for the
walking through these
nighttime.
woods, I feel like anything could just pop out at me right now.
The woods are really scary at night.
Bears, Bigfoot, ghosts, anything.
You're in the woods, that could be anything.
I don't know if I'm going crazy. I thought I heard something behind me. Hello? Who's over there? I don't know, maybe I'm just paranoid. I don't know. I thought I heard something, but I'm not sure. Oh, holy shit. Okay. All right. Okay, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm not going crazy. I don't know if I should try this, but I'm gonna try walking backwards because I want to see what's coming up behind me. Honestly, I don't even like walking backwards because I don't know what's ahead of me. Is there somebody out here with me? Oh my God! Holy sh!
I heard somebody say no.
That scared me so bad. That was a straight up voice. From thin air. It was as if somebody was standing like right there. Hello?
Ian hears footsteps following him. Then he hears a loud, indiscernible voice. He's now a little freaked out, but he...
See, I'd be extremely freaked out. The only problem is, I don't trust him. I don't know this person. I don't know if he's got another person with him in the woods, right? Who knows if he's got some kind of radio out in the woods and his friends talking in it, making random noises. Like, we can't, it is really creepy, but...
He continues his search until he finally finds one of the Native American burial mounds. What happens next is truly disturbing.
All right, here's mound number 2. I'm actually not going to say anything this time. I'm actually just going to listen. Kinds of things over here. It sounds like voices, but they're so faint.
Maybe there's just
Female
people
voice can be
in the
heard
woods
speaking, almost
far
as
away.
if someone at the burial mound is having a long, involved conversation. But it's something else that really spooks Ian as he explores the Crowing River's edge. Something truly terrifying.
Even though there's not much going on right now, it's a lot
Truly
of fun
terrifying.
just being out here. Out in the wilderness. Even though it's dark, I can barely see 10 feet ahead of me. Holy sh!
Ah, okay.
Just when I said it was fun being out here. Pretty sure that was a goose back there, splashing in the water.
Of all things, Ian's biggest scare so far comes from the sudden sound of a honking goose.
Holy sh!
Eventually, Ian finds another burial mound.
If you think about it, since there's, since there was a goose there, maybe the noises that he heard was distant animals? It's so hard in the woods, right?
Now, Ian knows that he might not be able to communicate in English with the spirits of the Native Americans buried there. So, he decides to just listen. What happens next is truly bizarre.
Okay, I just heard talking. It sounded like a male voice. Could you speak again?
Didn't hear anything.
Oh my God!
I saw that.
Dude, that was a face! I just seen a face! That was a glowing face!
Okay, that's creepy.
Oh my God, I cannot believe that! Dude, his face just appeared right there! Right there! Oh my God, that was one of the craziest things I've ever seen. It's one thing to see a light, a mist, or even a shadow, but a face? A face! It looked like a man, too. It looked like a Native American man.
Ian hears another low voice speaking from somewhere nearby. A pale face then quickly appears and disappears from right out of the darkness. Ian is shocked by what he has captured and deems his paranormal investigation a huge success. So did Ian capture the voices and face of lingering Native American spirits buried at the Crowing River? Let me know what you think. You can watch this entire...
This guy is really good at what he does, and he's editing his videos, pre-recording reactions. Because his discoveries seem to look kind of the same everywhere he goes. I'm starting to notice. But who knows? Like, it's a tough one. I feel like on this one he wasn't scared enough. You know? What do you guys think?
Higher investigation and many more spooky adventures over on the YouTube channel Midwest Ghost Hunter, the Sanhaven Sanatorium. Nuke's Top 5 viewer Ricky and his sister Vicky set out to explore the old abandoned Sanhaven Sanatorium near Dunseith, North Dakota. The sanatorium was built in 1912 as a treatment center for patients suffering from tuberculosis. Many of these patients did not survive. They passed away inside the walls of the Sanhaven Sanatorium. In the 1960s, the hospital became a treatment center for the mentally impaired. However, it was eventually closed in 1987 after many reports of patient mistreatment and neglect. The Sanhaven Sanatorium is now known as a paranormal hotspot, and to this day, those with an interest in the supernatural travel to the hospital to explore, hoping to experience paranormal activity. So, Ricky and his sister are carefully exploring the creepy old decaying building. They experience something downright creepy.
No, I bet it was a morgue. Oh, come on, let me have that.
Couldn't tell you.
Oh, that's creepy as
Yeah, this building's getting pretty bad. Is that you? That wasn't you, was it?
No.
Sounds like someone's upstairs.
Yeah, sounds like someone's upstairs.
There's someone upstairs.
I mean, I could see the metal bar moving. You can see it moving, look.
That wasn't you, was it?
No.
That wouldn't be from someone walking on the stairs.
Sounds like someone's upstairs. There's someone upstairs. There's someone upstairs.
I hope so.
They don't seem very scared.
Hello? Hello? Where are you at?
Now, it should be noted that this odd event can be explained away as simply water rattling around in the building's old rusty pipes. In fact, if you look closely, this isn't even a water pipe at all. It's actually a piece of old metal electrical conduit that has been cut in half. Nevertheless, it moves and rattles as if shaken by some unknown force. Ricky and his sister are a bit freaked out and worried that they might not be alone in the sanatorium. However, even if there was someone else upstairs, it would be impossible for that person to even reach this metal conduit to make it move. So this creepy capture remains a mystery.
Could be a mouse, a rat walking over it, and fumbling.
The thing down the hall. A group of friends from Madrid, Spain are hanging out when they suddenly hear strange sounds coming from the bathroom down the hall.
¿Están escuchando? Soy yo. Se están escuchando mazo de ruidos, tú. Yo vine del baño.
No vayas, estás loco,
Mano.
¿Qué es lo que quiere que vayas?
Mano.
Poco.
Una polla. Una polla.
No.
Ocho, para.
Para internet, hermano, ¿qué haces? ¿Estás loco?
Se está escuchando desde el baño.
Escúchame. Pon internet ahí, hermano.
¿Hola?
Una polla. Hermano, esto es mucho mal rollo,
¿Hay alguien ahí?
No.
Hermano.
Is that a closet?
Hermano, no.
Acércate. Tira. Asoma la cámara. Acércate lo que hay, acércate. Ahí no hay nada.
The guys are hesitant to look inside the bathroom, but when they do, something horrifying can be seen staring back at them. User Ain Holval shares the video to TikTok with the caption, "What the hell was in my bathroom?" Now, it's certainly very creepy, but is it real? Or is it all just an elaborate TikTok hoax? You decide. Genuine intrigue. New homeowner and Reddit user Genuine Intrigue has been finding evidence that some kind of animal has been walking around his backyard late at night. Curious to see what kind of animal it might be, he decides to look through the footage recorded by his motion detecting security camera. But what he finds sends a chill down his spine.
White fog. It seems to be raining, and it seems
During
to be like
soft rain,
a
a
bad
translucent
camera.
figure seems to slowly walk through the backyard. Reddit user Genuine Intrigue has no explanation for this bizarre capture. But what do you think
Hey, Bronson.
this is? Holton Avenue. Popular urban explorer Chris Hill from the YouTube channel Urbex Hill sets out to explore Holton Avenue, an entirely abandoned street in Cleveland, Ohio. Now,
that's
it's
interesting.
unknown why the street was left abandoned, other than it sits in an incredibly dangerous neighborhood. Multiple bodies have been found on this street, and each of the deceased met their end under mysterious and horrifying circumstances. So, dragging around his balls of steel, Chris Hill makes it his mission to record and document the abandoned buildings on Holton Avenue before they are demolished. In the middle of the night, Chris begins his exploration at the abandoned First Hungarian Baptist Church. He soon realizes that he might have made a huge mistake.
Okay.
I could have swore I heard something. I think that's an animal.
That's what I think too. It's a quality table right there. Oh, nice. He actually has an upstairs camera while he's filming. Smart.
That's weird. What's upstairs?
It could be someone messing with him.
As Chris is exploring the basement, he hears strange noises, but can't identify the source. Then a door above him on the ground floor just slams shut. Chris quickly makes his way upstairs to investigate, and what happens next is downright creepy.
He shows the whole place. And he's got a camera filming all around him. There is a spot up top though, but nobody'd be able to go up there. It would just collapse, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
was somebody outside.
Chris finds nothing and no one to explain why the door slammed shut. But when reviewing his footage at home, he realizes that he captured more than he thought. A 4K static camera that he placed inside the church's chapel reveals that something seems to move towards the door just before it slams shut. Another static camera shows something pale and translucent moving around the pews while Chris is in the room. But that's not all that Chris captured that night, because after a thorough walkthrough of the church, Chris decides to check out one of the abandoned houses on Holton Avenue. It did not go well.
This is sketchy. This cannot be
But
safe.
the church, though, I wonder if the walking in front of the window, I wonder if that was just him. You know what I mean? Was the door open or closed? He could have filmed himself walking back there. But I guess if you can see the whole footage... Excuse me. If you can see the whole footage and you can see that he's not there at the moment, then I wonder if it's just another person, or that's weird because he showed the whole room. So I'm not sure, to be honest, with this one. It's a dangerous area. I'd be so scared.
Find a body down here. It actually looks like it's just underneath the house. It's not really a basement. Still creepy.
That's what our basement looks like. Oh shit, there's an actual person.
I didn't know nobody lived there.
Oh god. That's the scariest thing I've seen, an actual person living there.
While checking out the house's basement, Chris hears movement on the floor above him. Freaked out by the sound, he quickly starts making his way out of there. But there's someone inside with him, peeking out from behind a curtain. The man seems to be living in the abandoned home. Chris knows the horrifying stories of the people who met a tragic end on Holton Avenue, so he quickly just gets out of the house. And with that, Chris has had about enough. He decides to just head home. Now, for obvious reasons, I advise everyone watching this to just stay away from Holton Avenue. But if you want to see more of Chris's explorations, you can find them all on his YouTube channel, Urbex Hill.
Bring someone with you.
TikTok user Jalen Rich is hanging out with a friend on the boardwalk in Santa Cruz, California, a little after closing time. Something happens that freaks them both out.
Okay, but the boardwalk closed like half an hour ago.
This is scary.
Where the Okay, I'm really bad at this. No one's on there. Is there? Okay, I totally saw someone in the camera.
Someone appears to be seated on the Santa Cruz boardwalk freefall ride, even though the ride is supposed to be closed. But then, whoever or whatever it is seems to disappear into thin air. Jalen explains that both she and her friend saw someone sitting on the ride and have no idea how to explain what happened.
That's weird.
Now, the Santa Cruz boardwalk opened in 1907.
Oh, I think it's an illusion.
Three
Look.
confirmed Cruz boardwalk opened in air.
Look, it's an illusion from the light. Because it goes down and there's a light reflecting on the chair, so it kind of looks like a person, but then the light goes away because it... Watch.
Explains that both she and her friend saw someone sitting on the ride and had no idea how to explain what happened. Now, the Santa Cruz boardwalk opened in 1907 and has seen at least 3 confirmed fatal accidents over the last 116 years. One rumor even states that a park visitor tragically broke their neck on this very ride. So could it be that Jalen captured the spirit of someone who never made it out of the park? You decide. Followed home TikTok user Francisco Javier claims that strange things have been happening at his home in Spain after exploring an abandoned farm he came across one day in the middle of nowhere. He says that the farm is a place of intense paranormal activity.
Vale. Que no sé, tío. Está por aquí. Creo que está por aquí. Hola. Escúchenlo. ¿Qué va? Coña. Ahora sí. Ahora sí me lo hizo detrás de mí. Ahora sí me lo hizo detrás de mí.
Wait, I thought his
Francisco is
place was
recording at the
haunted.
farm when a door slams shut right behind him.
Okay, this is the
After
farm.
his days exploring the farm, he believes that something might have followed him home.
Empiezo a grabar porque estoy escuchando sonidos desde el baño muy raros y estoy solo en casa. Dentro del baño. ¿Qué cojones? No puede ser.
What's it with bathrooms? Don't like that. Nope. If it was real, I'd be grabbing a weapon.
¿Qué coño?
Francisco believes that he might be dealing with multiple entities as he begins to hear taunting voices, laughing, and even the sound of intense crying in the night.
We couldn't see his arm though. How do we know he didn't do that with a stick or something?
Soy un niño.
Maybe he's got a child in his building and there's vents. That's literally a kid's room.
The chilling sound of a baby crying sends Francisco off to search his entire apartment, but he finds nothing to explain the sound. Another night and things escalate to another level when Francisco's Amazon Alexa begins to behave very strangely and absolutely terrifying.
Oh, well, that happens all the time with those things.
Se acaba de conectar. ¡Qué susto!
Francisco says that his Alexa is disconnected, yet it calls out in Spanish, "Go to the window. I want to see you."
I don't believe him.
Se acaba de conectar. ¡Qué susto!
And that's not the only time that this happens.
Coño.
A female voice coming from the Alexa laughs out loud but then stops as soon as Francisco comes around the corner. Then an entirely different, lower and creepier voice calls out, "Hola."
I don't know if he realizes that people can connect to that. I'm sure if you guys heard this before, but when I was younger, I had speakers back home and we lived in an apartment. And my speakers picked up one, like someone's baby monitor or something like that. And I could hear people talking through my speakers. It was really creepy, but then, you know, I figured out what it was. I think it could be something like that. And look, he's got Chucky doll and a bunch of stuff back there.
Francisco has had enough, but he has no idea how to stop the terrifying activity. He tries to continue living his life as if nothing has happened. But then one night when he's hanging out just watching TV, this happens.
Escuche, acabo de empezar a escuchar a tocar desde esa puerta. ¿Están tocando desde ahí? ¿O es cosa mía? Míralo, míralo. ¿Hola? No puede ser. ¿Qué coño es eso? ¿Qué coño es eso, tío? ¿Qué coño es eso? ¿Qué cojones? Hay una luz aquí encendida también. ¿Era eso, loco? ¿Qué coño era eso? Nada, tío. Uf. Qué puto susto, loco.
Francisco is startled by knocking coming from his hallway door. When he stands up to check it out, he spots what appears to be a small child looking in through the window. Shocked by what he's seeing, he quickly opens the door only to find no one there. Whoever or whatever this is has disappeared. So did...
You mean the kid that lives there because he's got a kid's room in his house? That could have just ducked under him when he was recording? Okay.
Something follow Francisco home from the abandoned farm that he explored? Could it even be multiple spirits? And if you were in his shoes, just what would you do?
He should have shown that it was unplugged.
Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe and turn on notifications so that you never miss a video. You can also follow me on the socials and say, hey there, what's up?
That was ridiculous. That was, yeah. Not sure how I feel about those. Ooh, the comments are not loading? To be alone in the middle of the woods at night, dude has balls of steel. Oh, sorry, I'm a little tired. Yeah, big time, like, seriously. Chris apologizing after intruding into the squatter's area is good to see. As a person who loves horror and ghosts, I like to watch. Not recycling old videos. Ghost making a beat for a second.
Is that you?
Yeah. That was kind of funny. Shocked that Urbex Hill is still alive. The insane danger he puts himself. Yeah. We had a ghost on a base I was assigned to. He really wasn't an issue. And we all referred to him as Sergeant Doe, as in John Doe. He wore BDUs, which at this point have been completely phased out in the old woodland camo pattern. Craziness part to me was it seemed to acknowledge if you interact with it. Sometimes on CQ shifts, it would walk by and give you that little hand wave flick of the wrist. But I think the weirdest interaction I had with Sergeant Doe was one day I see the blur of BDU passing by and kinda as a joke said something to the effect of, "What up, Sergeant?" And I heard someone say, "Same old corp." I was a corporal, so I figured it may have been someone with a fucked up uniform, but you looked up and they were gone. Mind you, the stairs were a little way down the hall, and all the rooms between my desk and them were locked like service closets. Weirdest ghost story I have, though wasn't the last time you saw Sergeant Doe, not by a mile. Wonder how he's doing nowadays. That's crazy, imagine. My dad told me stories like that when he was a prison guard at the really old prison where the last person in Canada was hanged, which I have a video of. I went there one day. They said I could spend the night there if I wanted to and do an investigation and stuff, but I just don't have the money to travel, so Chris dragging around his balls of steel. That thing in the bathroom. Creepy. Anyone notice that the intro for Followed Home shows fingers of a hand wrapping around the door frame? Seemingly unnoticed by... Okay.
TikTok user Francisco Javier claims that
Oh,
strange
yeah.
things have...
Look at that. Well, I mean, that's probably a clip that... Yeah, the hands there. That's probably an actual clip of something spooky that happened to him. Like it was there on purpose. The female voice from Alexa was creepy. Come to the window. Yeah, it was pretty scary, I'll be honest. Like how Francisco held the camera up so the little kid could sneak past him. Yeah, exactly. Haunted around his balls of steel. Nuke's scarometer. 1. Something bizarre. 2. It did not go well. 3. What happens next is downwall, chilling, truly terrifying. One time I went to a burial area in Ojibwe tribe and spoke in their language, and sure enough, a spirit followed me home. One of my friends who's very spiritual saw the entity and told me to spread sage all over the place. Okay, yeah, I don't know if I believe that. The face in the bathroom had me howling with laughter. Yeah, exactly. Our participant is dragged backwards out of nowhere in an extreme aggressive manner. Eyewitness report. That was fantastic to see. Yeah, I agree. That was funny. Dragging around, yeah. 4 years ago, a worker and I heard random native drums. They were all around us and lasted about 30 seconds. It was midday. We were outside of town, right near the banks of the Arkansas River in Oklahoma. That's as detailed as I'll get regarding location. There's native history in the area going back to 13K years. Okay. Oh wait, I saw something about a fisherman. I'm a fisherman and I can 100% verify that geese are indeed terrifying, especially when nesting. Honestly, these comments are the best. I love it. Boom, like the video. I always post the link of his videos at the bottom in the description, so if you want to go back and like his videos and, you know, give him some love, because he's the one making the content. I'm just watching it with you guys and having a good time, you know. I don't like doing this alone, and this makes me feel like I'm around people, so I'm not so spooked. But yeah, I hope you have a good week. Like, I hope you have a good weekend. I hope life is not too tough for you right now. If so, you're not alone. And I'll see you next time. Sweet nightmares.